All right, yo, what's up? My name's Patrouski. The PokeMMO servers are still down for maintenance while they prepare the Christmas event in PokeMMO for the year 2023. But I'm here to talk about one change, okay? There is one change log that I would like to just sort of ramble about. I don't have a dedicated, conclusive opinion yet. I think sleeping on stuff, thinking about stuff for at least a couple days is important before coming to a conclusion. So if you want me to just go ahead and rant and tear down the PokeMMO devs and say they're idiots for doing this, I'm not going to do that, but I will be kind of providing my thoughts and my critique, and I'm not going to, you know, hype up the devs for this change either. I'm just thinking out loud and thinking through this because those that don't know, I'm a PokeMMO shiny hunter. I have, I think, 33 OT shinies now. 2 of which are considered rare, being Shuckle and Rampardos. I spent 17 months on my shiny Rampardos hunts. Got very lucky on my Shuckle. I've been as dry as an estimated 300,000 encounters dry when shiny hunting, as well as I've gotten a shiny at 106 encounters in the Safari Zone and caught it. Okay, so I've been shiny hunting for 10 years. I have over 7,000 hours or so shiny hunting, maybe like 6,000 plus shunting. I have a lot of experience with it. I think the qualifications are important when talking about this subject. I am really weary of this sort of change. For those that don't know, they released in the Christmas forum post, holiday magic is in the air, increasing the base shiny rate of all encounters by plus 20% for this event. This effect stacked with normal shiny charms and donor status. I think, man, firstly, let's break it all down. Firstly, 20% is so much. I don't know why. Why would they not do like 5? 20% is such a high boost. That is insane for a temporary period of time boost. Now, if the devs want to say, hey, we're giving this boost because we kind of feel bad because some players were able to take advantage of like times 5 hordes of Dratini, 50-50 splits upon the Johto release, and then, hey, we took that back we didn't really plan that well enough, whatever. This is our apology to you guys. I think that's fine, but 20% is still insane. And I worry about mechanics like this being continuous in the future. If this is a one-time thing, or maybe a once-a-year thing, once a year not being planned and not being consistent, that's fine maybe, but 20% is still way too high in my opinion. Let's go over the math. Let me bring up my my Windows calculator on screen. Now, it's not just I guess what's the way to put it? It's not just a plus 20%. You know, it's more complicated than that. It's on top of the numbers change. So let's go ahead and reset my calculator transformation so you guys can just see everything outright. So the way you count the shiny rate already, okay, is, you know, 30,000, 1 out of 30,000, right? And then you subtract 3K for that, which would be 10% for shiny charm or donate. It doesn't really matter, right? So you subtract 10% of that, which ends up being, I assume the way it would stack this time would be the 20%, you get that base. So let's go ahead and do 30,000 times 0.20, giving you 6,000. So you would do that, and that's 1 out of 24K base. And then you apply the 10% on top of that. So you do 24,000. You don't just do a 40,000 flat. You do like 20% on 10% on 10%, if that makes sense. I'm no math expert, but this is my understanding. So then you do, let's do 10% of, oh, yo, thanks for the follow. I forgot to turn my notifications off. LP / I appreciate it, man. Anyways, so let's say you do that. 2,400, right? Really easy math. So let's do 24,000 minus 2,400. That's going to give us 21,600. Now we need to subtract 10 more percent, which is, 0.10, 2116. So, dude, we are reaching sub 20K shiny rates. What is happening? That is insane. 21,600 minus 2160. You could get your shiny rate as low as 1 out of 19,444 this event. And that is not including, they released another mechanic that says you can get mysterious balls from elf bots, which have a higher than normal shiny rate chance. We don't know what that means. We don't know like how insane that is. But dude, what? I don't understand. PokeMMO is hailed as the rare shiny hunting game. Okay. And it's okay. I want to preface, there's so much convolution to this that I'm trying to wrap up into a pretty short, rambly video. Making things easier is not a bad thing, okay? Making things easier is not bad. it's all about finding the perfect number and the perfect math, right? You want to find the shiny rate that gives people the most satisfaction and gratification and dopamine when you actually finally find that shiny and, you know, you earn it, yada yada, right? And also not alienate too many players. PokeMMO's shiny hunting is pretty dedicated overall, more than others. Kind of, though. It's around 30,000 encounters, so it's around 30 hours on average for the easiest shiny rate within shiny PokeMMO. You know, 30,000 encounters. You do around 1,000 encounters per hour doing time swipe forwards near a PC. 30 hours per shiny, pretty simple. The old, you know, traditional, think of like Pokemon Emerald, right? You have the shiny rate of what is it? 8,192? It's something like that, right? It's around that number, 8,192. Now you can get around 200 to 300 encounters per hour in those games, if I'm not mistaken, similar to PokeMMO single encounters. So it's going to take you around 32 hours on average for a single encounter, you know, for a shiny Pokemon and something like Pokemon Emerald. It's around the same. I think the PokeMMO devs purposefully did that. I think they purposefully balanced times 5 horde shinies, the easiest junt, to be comparable to Pokemon Emerald or more traditional Pokemon. Now, obviously, once you start doing single encounters in PokeMMO or fishing in PokeMMO or egg hunts, that's where it gets ridiculous compared to traditional Pokemon, where you're reaching, you know, 2,000-hour hunts, 500-hour hunts, whatever it may be, right? That gets pretty insane. But still, do we need to decrease it down to 20,000, 19K? And then my main issue, I haven't even gotten to yet, the main issue with stuff like this, with mechanics like this, is when you have a once a year sort of thing like this, what it encourages people to do, and what happens is it becomes meta to not egg hunt all year round and just save everything, save all your rare shunts, save everything for Christmas, and then you just blow it all then. And I don't know how I feel. I don't know how I feel about that. I know RuneScape 3 double XP has like a similar issue where the economy's dead. Everybody kind of just stocks up slowly and like does their own thing. And you only ever start skilling or only ever do certain skills or certain things during double XP. And it becomes so inefficient and so harmful not to operate or not to play like that, that it becomes it becomes really stressful and way more job-like. When you're preparing that much as on an already difficult shunt, when you're like isolating it all into a 2-week period or a 1-week period, it's just so insane. Also, during a period that is already so stressful for people, I don't understand wanting to push the holidays as the shunting time of the year. I could understand January, like late January, if they wanted to do like a holiday magic thing and the Lunar New Year event. I understand that a lot more. Also, it's more hype for like a majority of their player base. I don't understand doing this holiday magic thing at Christmas time when people are already so busy, already so stressed. And then it just feels like it's just like that FOMO, that fear of missing out. I don't think this is a good move. I don't think this, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you guys can obviously leave your own feedback and comments in the comments. I like hearing the average player or every type of players, whether you're average, whether you're casual, whether you're hardcore, whether you're better than me, you know, whatever it is, whether more hours than me, more shunting, more shinies, whatever. I want to hear different perspectives, different opinions, but my first thought is that I feel like this can't, I worry about it. I'm weary over this kind of change for sure. Sub 20K shiny rate is just wild to me. I think as myself, like as a dedicated shunter, like as a pretty long-term, pretty serious PokeMMO shunter, I don't like this. I don't like this mechanic. It's way too much of a... It's 20% is so much. Why did they go with 20%? 20% is such an insane boost. It's going to, cause a lot of chaos. And the short-term chaos and fun can be good, but I don't know. This seems too insane. The 20% boost is crazy to me. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just a bitter boomer. I try to reach a good healthy medium of like, I don't want things to just be harder. I don't want things to just be harder for other people because they were harder for me. That's not what I want. I don't want that at all. I want things to be difficult enough for someone to be able to be given the same enjoyment that I was given when I finally found that shiny, you know? And finding that number as a community, finding what rate works is tough, but I feel like the PokeMMO devs have always expressed that the shiny rate in PokeMMO was perfect. Statistically, analytically, economically, like they've released data. I've covered videos on this before where like, I think it was like 40%? I think 40% of Pokemon, of shiny Pokemon caught in PokeMMO every single day are consumed via prismatic pearls and breeding. So the idea of making it, I don't know. I'm weary for this update, guys. I'm excited for the event. All the Christmas stuff seems awesome. I want to preface, all the Christmas stuff seems awesome. I'm gonna have fun with this while I can. You know what? What am I gonna do? Sit here and complain about it and not shunt? Absolutely not. I'm gonna shunt my absolute mind off. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on that as soon as the servers are back up, dude. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know your thoughts. Once again, just a quick ramble video. Pretty insane. Just game change. I wonder if this will get rolled back. I almost thought it was an April Fool's joke. It's kind of insane, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it'll just work out. Maybe it'll be a fun little thing to do every year. Maybe I'm totally incorrect in my worry, I guess. Like the video if you enjoyed this little ramble. Dislike if not, that's okay. Don't dislike just because you disagree with me, but feel free to dislike if you thought my points were bad or whatever, right? Subscribe to the channel for daily videos. Follow the Twitch for streams Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. ET. Discord's links down below if you're interested in that. And if you want to go above and beyond and support my channel, YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, Twitch subs, and PayPal/Venmo do allow me to upload more content and stream for longer. Have a great day. I'll see you guys later. Peace, Reno.